Hello, everyone. It's Rebecca here with the Santosha Way, and I wanted to say Merry Christmas. I was telling my groups yesterday I was going to create a Christmas gift, an alignment, and I asked them what energies they wanted to release and what they wanted to welcome in. The general consensus was peace, peace, and abundance. Peace and abundance. And there were several things listed off, but what I want to do is invite you to join us, continue watching, and join us for this clearing and alignment in the Akashic Records. Receive it as my gift to you to say thank you. Thank you for all the support that you'll have given me over the past couple of years, many years. Some of you have been around for a long time supporting my journey and my growth and expansion. I deeply appreciate it. It's been such a transformative year for me. Never have I ever thought that I would just release everything and make a transition like this in my life. And it's been wonderful. It's very light, it's very freeing. So I'm definitely enjoying the journey, and I appreciate all your support. Many of you have sent me love and encouragement all along the way. And on top of that, my clients, whether you're in my free spaces, my groups, Phased by the Moon, or experiments, or if you're in one of the paid memberships, thank you so much. Y'all keep me going. My regular one-on-one clients, my heart bursts every time you'll have these really transformative moments in your life, or you rise up into a new level of yourself. It's just like, that is so awesome that I get to watch you, and I get to be the channel for you. That is so cool. And I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity, letting me be in your lives, letting me work with your friends and your family members. I love when y'all bring other people to me. I'm just like, that means you trust me. And I appreciate that. I feel very honored to work with your pets, to clear your homes. Oh my goodness. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to serve you. And so I wanted to give you something to say thank you. All right, so here we go. If you've never had a clearing or alignment in the Akashic Records, it is energy work. You should, most people do, not everyone, but most people do feel movement, energetic movement in their body. You also want to treat it like a meditation, meaning you're not driving a car and listening to this or something like that. Be in a place where you can sit down and try to keep your back straight as possible. That's because as you're receiving information, it's going through your chakras and it's going through your spine. This is your source cord. This is your source cord, and energy is flowing through it. And so you just want to keep the channel as clear as possible. So either sitting up straight or lying down, but do get very comfortable. You can close your eyes if you would like to. I'm just going to go ahead and light a little Palo Santo. And I am opening up the collective records for this space. Anyone who will be listening to this, whether that's now or in the future, at any time, any point in time, just opening up those records, opening up that channel. This just allows me to know what you need specifically when we do work in the Akashic records and channel work, it is received, and it's based on my ability to read the information that's coming to me, the signals, the cues, the clues of how I can best serve you. Just go ahead and relax, take some relaxing breaths. And the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is open up the Akashic records and activate the Akashic Heart Opener. The Akashic Heart Opener is just a little shortcut to help open up your crown chakra, expanding it really big and wide so that you can receive all of this energy today with grace and ease. And it opens up the heart chakra and expands that so that you can really allow everything to flow through your heart space. You can act in heart-centered ways. It just flows everything through here, anchors it into the love that you are. And opening up, activating the root chakra. This allows you to get really rooted and grounded into the earth. It allows you to release any and all old frequencies that you no longer need to carry forward. Back down into the earth like compost. And that's all we're doing right now. So if you're feeling a little lightheaded, you can just relax and breathe and relax into this energy and trust that in this moment, things are just falling away that you no longer need to carry forward. Whether it's from this past year, the past couple of years, or even the past 10 to 20 years of your life, going all the way back to your birth, as far back as you need to go, as far back as you're ready to go. Just taking all those little bits and pieces out of your past that you no longer need, allowing them to float back down into the earth, to drain into the earth, to be received. And if you happen to fall asleep during this alignment, all is well. You are still receiving this information. You can always come back and listen to it as many times as you would like, or as many times as you feel called to. And at the same time, you only really need to hear it once to really receive it. So only if you're called to return again, then you're more than welcome to. We're opening up and expanding the heart chakra a little bit wider at this time now that we've released some of the old frequencies. And we want to specifically call out energies of anxiety, grief, sadness, depression, fear, worry, lack, stagnation, instability. Any of those feelings that are rising to the surface for you at this time, calling those forward out of your body and asking that they be released into the earth, sending through your crown chakra, white diamond light, diamond white light, just flowing through your crown chakra, allowing this to run through your entire system, from your crown to your third eye, just flushing and clearing energies that no longer belong. Any old stories from your past, anything that's rising to the surface about any stories that you have attached to the emotions of anxiety, depression, fear, worry, grief, sadness, insecurity. I'm hearing disability for someone. Any stories that you have attached to those emotions, calling those forward and asking that this white diamond light flow over them and cleanse and purify the old stories, replacing them with stories of peace, stories of hope, stories of acceptance, stories of grace, ease, joy, openness, expansion, inspiration, passion, joyful passion, excitement, anticipation, abundance overflowing. What is abundance really? But vital life force energy flowing to you and through you from source. So we want to open up your solar plexus, calling forward beautiful golden yellow light, and just activate within your solar plexus the warmth and the joy that you are ready to walk forward in. And this warmth and joy opens you up to telling your old stories in a new way, in a new light, bringing forward your awareness at this time of how you can align with a new, softer story, opening you up to understanding that there are only life experiences. There's a wisdom to be gained from our life experiences, which helps us create joy in our future. Moving into your heart chakra and your high heart, we're going to call in Archangel Raphael at this time. He's really ready to get to work on this space, opening up those channels, moving into your throat chakra, connecting and tying in that which you self-express to pure, positive, unconditional love. Help you to communicate your stories from a place of love and honor that loves and honors all parties involved. Whew, there's a lot of energy coming up in the back that says, wait a minute, the stories from my past, I don't know how to tell them from this place. So we want to just start opening up all those attachments for a moment that you have, and sending through a burst of bright white, diamond white light through each one of those stories, and just sending that burst through them, through all these attachments that you have in your life, to the old stories, the old versions of the past, anywhere where you feel guilt, shame, or blame, anywhere where you're blaming someone else even, Anywhere where there's sadness or sorrow or loss or grieving or lack. Any story around lack that you have, calling that forward. Any story about how you grew up, whether it was in poverty or hard times. Bursting them with bright white light, just shooting that light through each one of them, purifying it, asking for the cleanest version of this story to come up. I never went without. I always had plenty. We always had more than enough, really. There really was nothing lost, only something gained, only new perspective, only new connections. Expanding the back of your heart chakra, allowing some of these old stories to be shifted and transformed in this moment through new found awareness of how wise you are in this moment, how you know more in this moment than you've ever known before because of your experiences, how you have a new sense of peace and joy in your life, and you don't even identify with the person who tells the story of having a hard life anymore because life has been pretty great. Shifting the stories of sadness and grief to deep appreciation. I appreciate the opportunity to have had this experience and the wisdom that I have gained from this is deeply rewarding and fulfilling. Thank you. And I'm hearing that we need to work on body shaming for more than one person. And body shaming can look in a variety of ways. It's not all about the physical, it can also be about the mental, um, beating up on yourself kind of concepts, judging yourself, criticizing yourself, being overly harsh with yourself, um, speaking unkindly to yourself, all of those things, not treating yourself well, not taking care of yourself well, self care in general. And that can be as simple as taking a shower and eating foods that are delicious. I encourage you to do what's called a food meditation. I've been seeing this card a few times, and it will help you ground. Guys, when you do this, it's going to help you ground into the earth. Understand that everything has codes and frequencies. The sunlight has codes and frequencies to give you each day. The food you eat is you're exchanging codes and frequencies with this food. Do a food meditation. The thing that it's like I'm being reminded to tell you about this because it's so grounding. You hold a small piece of food and it's nothing, I forget the size, it's small. Nothing, I don't think, about grape size, let's just say, about grape size. Hold it in your mouth for like 30 seconds before you really swallow it. Receive the codes from the food. Notice the texture. Notice the taste. Notice how it feels. This is a really grounding exercise that you can do. And I'm just really being told to encourage you, do this thing. This will help ground and anchor you into your highest frequencies. Just take some nice relaxing breaths and checking in to see what else we are working on. All right, so there's still a lot of stuff in the heart space, in the back, right in the center of the back, and the lower portion of the shoulders that we want to clear. And there's still just so much past pain, heartache, feelings of unworthiness, deep feelings of unworthiness. We want to ask that any and all cords that are allowed to fall away at this time, just go ahead and do that and fall away and be cleared from our energetic field. Those are not who we are anymore. We don't believe that anymore. We don't identify with those stories anymore. To clear the energy again. It's okay to release the past. It's okay to tell a different story. It's okay to acknowledge that you are a sovereign being and you have creative control over your life. It's okay to acknowledge that you are in charge, and that feels very scary to realize that you are in charge and that you are creating your reality, but you are. And maybe you didn't know you were, but you are. And yes, you made some agreements before you got here and some decisions about how you were going to do things and certain experiences that you were going to have to set you up for success for who you were going to become on the journey along the way, for the greater, grander purpose of your life, for the most fulfilling and rewarding path in your life. And so, as you're hearing this and taking this in and receiving it in to your vessel at a cellular and DNA level, seeping it in, allowing it to just sink in, anchor in to the very core of your being, at the cellular level, understanding I am a sovereign being. I am the creator of my reality. I am in control here and I am creating well. I'm doing really well. I've learned a lot. And from this place of sovereign operation, I'm understanding that I get to make some choices in my life about how I want to proceed forward. And I make wise decisions. I've learned a lot over the years, and I am capable of choosing for myself the things that I would most like to experience, the things that I would most like to invite into my life. You can't have the experience until you invite it in. So, opening you up, it's safe to invite in the things that you truly want. It's safe to tell the story of, because of my past, I know what I truly want, and I'm ready to open up to receive it now. I know more clearly what I want now than I've ever known before. and it's safe to allow myself to align with the things that I truly desire, the things that light me up from the inside, the things that say, yes, I want more of this, please, the things that I say, oh, I appreciate that. You are worthy at your very core to receive, opening you up to the new perspectives so that you can see how you already are abundant in nature, opening you up to appreciate any and all things in your life, understanding that that which we appreciate grows. I appreciate my body. It's carried me around for over 40 years. Oh, I love it. It's done so many things for me. I really appreciate my body. Thank you. Thank you for getting me all over planet Earth. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm going to take good care of you. I'm going to make you a priority because you are the very thing that carries me around, that allows me to have this life experience, allows me to invite in pleasure and joy of the five senses. Understanding that without this human vessel, I could not possibly be here on earth, able to see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, and take physical pleasure in my life experience. Calling in physical pleasure of my life experience now. Receiving the wisdom codes and source codes around appreciating the physical existence. I appreciate my physical existence. Calling in the frequency of I appreciate my physical existence. I take pleasure in my life. I take pleasure in my life. Opening up the space. Anchoring this in throughout your vessel, in your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, moving up also into your heart chakra, your high heart, your throat chakra, third eye, crown. I take pleasure in my physical existence. Activating your navel chakra and just allowing this frequency, nourishment, and nutrients to flow to you. Vital life force energy to flow in through your vessel, radiating in all directions, allowing you to take pleasure in this life experience, opening you up to all areas of pleasure and appreciation. Still have some old stories holding on in the back there. I feel them. I feel them. If you think that's you, I encourage you to schedule a session. Let's dive into that. Talk to me, communicate with me. If you think that's you, even if you think you're not in a position to do a session right now, message me. All right, so I think this is feeling really well. The energy is feeling really clean. Guys, anytime we do energy work and alignments like this, I always encourage you to ground. So do the grounding meditation I talked about with the food, the grounding food exercise. What are other ways you ground? What does that mean? Well, if you're a crystal person, you get some nice grounding stones, some dark stones, black stones, tiger's eye, things like that. You can even use, I currently have these beautiful seashells here with me. I have some sage. It's not burning because I'm indoors right now, but beautiful crystals to help, or crystals, seashells, rocks. Before I had rocks and nature stuff, some seeds and different things to help ground. Other ways you can help ground, literally physically go stand outside. I know for many it's very, very cold, but standing outside with your feet on the earth. It's very grounding. And simply hands over heart and saying, I am grounded. I am grounded. I am grounded. Breaths, taking some deep breaths, imagining your root chakra being activated, imagining roots or if you don't identify with roots, going down into the ground, maybe a nice anchor going down into the earth, anchoring yourself down. I am rooted and grounded in love. These are some great ways to ground. And then also after energy work, drinking lots of water. Water is fantastic. I have so much lemon in my water. I don't even think I could call it water anymore, but flush your body out, flush out the old frequencies. If you fell asleep during this session, that happens. It's normal, it's natural. You're still receiving the frequencies. You don't have to re-listen to it unless you feel called to re-listen to it. So if you feel called, no matter if you fell asleep or not, you can return to this at any time. Though the energy work is done, and it's just a matter of not reintroducing into your energetic field the old frequencies, the old stories, the old energies. It's updating them. If you want help on updating your stories, guys, this is what I do as well. I have memberships and groups that you can be in. I have free groups as well, where my goal is to encourage everyone to live well within our current energies at play. Take some nice relaxing breaths before we close up this field. I do want to call in collapsing the old timelines and old stories and just closing all of those frequencies off for you. And then I want to call in the liquid gold honey to run through your crown chakra. This just seals everything in, locks it in, helps anchor it in. It's an antibiotic, anti-inflammatory. It restores your very vessel. I think we did a lot of work with that vital life force energy thing that came through. I'm really actually looking forward to listening back to this again myself. That's the beauty of this work. I get to receive from the very things that I get to create. So that's fun. Allowing that liquid gold honey just to really, really sink in, coat your whole vessel, run through your spine, out through your fascia, upgrading, locking everything in, anchoring it in, sealing it in, giving you any and all final upgrades that you can receive at this time. Revitalization and restoration, passions, inspiration, overflowing abundance and joy. Vital life force energy. Ramping this up for you, especially through the winter months. Allowing you to process through your old stories and release them with grace and ease, shifting them into new, higher, updated versions. Throughout all time and space, all realms and reality. Sending a burst of love. Calling all parts, pieces, and aspects of yourself back to you. And anchoring it into this timeline, this space, this realm, this reality. Rooting you deep down into the earth to more clearly understand your soul's purpose and intentions for the experiences that you've had. Bringing forth great nuggets of wisdom for you, pearls of wisdom, activating the pearls of wisdom within your vessel already. And calling forward Archangel Raphael to bring the deep, deep healing, updating and restoring everything. Take some relaxing breaths. You might open up and stretch. This is opening up your heart chakra. Do a few twists. Stretching into this newer, cleaner, happier, healthy vibe. As always, I love hearing your feedback about these alignments and how you're doing and how you feel after. If you had any experiences where you saw anything or heard anything, some people see colors, some people have certain things rise up to the surface or very specific experiences within their vessel. And I love it when y'all share those with me. I just am like, wow, I got to be a part of that experience. That was so cool. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much for being in my life and supporting me on my journey. It is an absolute honor to serve you in all of these ways. And I look forward to connecting with everyone once again and even at deeper levels in the upcoming year, 2023. I'm really excited about what 2023 holds for so many of us. I love you. I appreciate you. May you have a blessed Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever holidays you celebrate or do not celebrate. I hope that you have a blessed day and a happy new year. We're saying thank you to all of our angels and guides who were present with us today and helping us hold this space and this frequency. I am disconnecting from your energy, closing up the collective Akashic records for this alignment, calling all parts and pieces of ourselves back to ourselves at this time. allowing yourself to come back into your vessel, being fully present and aware in your now moments. These are things you're doing for yourself at this point. I'm not I'm not attached to your records anymore. So you want to be calling this in for yourself, calling all parts and pieces and aspects of yourself back to you, becoming fully and present and aware in your body. Thank you so much. You'll have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.